Jets fly into New England, but it's been the Patriots in the cockpit for this rivalry. Having defeated New York in the last 11 meetings, they go for 12 straight right here on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll check it down to Bell. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Here's Wilson. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So the completion there from Zach Wilson, rookie out of BYU. Charles, what do you think they have to be on the lookout for defensively here, trying to slow him down?
Well, to me, it's sitting on the shorter and intermediate routes because he is an accurate thrower coming out of college. I think he was 73% his last season at BYU. So I'd give him as many looks as I could, but I'd force him to throw the ball over my head because a lot of the young quarterbacks, they want the safe completions, the easy throws early. Make him throw it deeper where he has to take a little bit more of a chance.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. From the gun, it's Wilson. This is Bell on the dump-off. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. On third down, Wilson. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. Gunnar Olszewski deep for New England. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Throwing to start the drive. Newton. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. Sony Michel, his first carry. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now Newton. He'll buy some. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. The Patriots send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year? So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
On first down, Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Able to push his way through. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 25. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now Newton. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Sony Michel won't get there. And the Jets are going to get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Wilson to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Patriots take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Keanu Smith. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
But that last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career, and that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, he played from 1989 to 2000, and Troy Aikman, he was about winning. Because remember, he had Michael Irvin to throw it to, and Emmitt Smith to hand it to. Just imagine if he was throwing it the way they throw it around nowadays, his numbers, boy, would they be sky high.
Still churning. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
On second down, they'll run with White. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Newton now to throw. Out to his left. And this incomplete. Oh, my. He might have been celebrating in the end zone if he'd held on. Nearly picked, but instead, it'll bring up fourth down. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
On second down, it's Bell. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. For Zach Wilson, you have to figure if you're going to be drafted number 2 overall, you better have a big arm, and he does not disappoint there.
And you'd think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks, and I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Here's Newton. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down. To throw once more on second and 10. Newton. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, 81 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
Nick Folk for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field.
Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
To throw again on second down. Wilson, his throw over the middle, taken in by Cole. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Pass incomplete.
These two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Foxborough to capture the season series.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Uncorks one for Davis. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
The Patriots with the football here late in this first half.
Newton to throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in week 2. And it was the Patriots who got the win on the road, so they'll look to finish off the sweep here in Foxborough.
He's got it to James White. Oh, good move. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there just before halftime.
The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
So a touchdown apiece. That's the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Following the penalty, Michel. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The fake punt gets him 13 yards. A huge play on special teams. It's a first down. Out of the gun, Newton. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And that's good for a pickup of and very short.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch there.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to...
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Jets are going to get the football back.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
think. What do you mean by that, Purple?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Bell running left. Oh, he bowls over him. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Wilson will throw again.
Finding Ertz again.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The throw taken in by Cole. And he'll be stopped here well short of 1st down at the 24-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
And he will have a Patriots first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He's going to air one out.
And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
On 2nd and 10. Newton.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. From the gun, here's Newton. And that will be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The rookie Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to go to work once more.
They'll try and run some clock now with Bell. Devin McCourty brings him down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. This one caught by Davis. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They'll go again with Bell. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
So Newton and the Patriots
down 10-7, 1:16 remaining. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Here's Newton.
Rolling to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for New England. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A give. This is Michel. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Newton. They'll roll him out right. Going for it all. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that's a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right, they got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Extra point up and good by Folk, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Returnable here for Davis. So some drama down to the very end of this ball game, Charles, on that final kickoff. They were hoping to break free, some sort of miracle play, but they couldn't do it.
They had a chance, and that was their only opportunity to try and bring it all the way back. As you noted, they weren't able to get that done, but at least they had the shot. What a tremendous game to be this close and this well contested.
So for the Patriots, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the losses are...
This is the player card. Here you can see your strengths and weaknesses. Next, we'll see the Patriots and the Chargers. New England leads the series 26-15 as they look for their 7th straight win over LA. It's Week 8, and it's only on EA Sports.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now. Here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Justin Herbert looking comfortable here in season number 2. He looked comfortable in season number 1, for that matter. But what's the game plan for defending and trying to limit him?
Oh, you've asked a really difficult question there because you're right. Year 1, he looked like a 5-7-year veteran, and he's only going to continue to get better. But with a guy who throws such a pretty ball and has such a great arm, throwing the long ball has got to be a blast for him. He wants to push the ball downfield. Doesn't mean he can't make all the other throws, but I want to take those away first and make him beat me by being accurate and dinking and dunking all the way downfield.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And his throw is incomplete. Well, this defense for the Pats, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it...
He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. For Justin Herbert, we saw the big arm in his days in Oregon, of course. Saw it even more in his rookie season with the Chargers. And if anything, it appears to just continue to get stronger.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham! You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing to start the drive. Newton. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's Newton. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Charger drive about to get going. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Cook. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds.
Someone sharp in this game. He had a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end, Cook. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Herbert throwing again. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a third down coming up. And Cook has it left side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
On third down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the first down. But in this case, he turned into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Austin Eckler, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. To the air again, Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Williams with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll make the score 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Powers through him. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 27, Newton. And that one almost intercepted. But it's incomplete. He had space in front of him if he had held on. But instead, it's third down. There's Newton. But he'll let this go deep for Bourne. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now.
And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down.
Let's go. Always enjoy a good fake, but I really enjoy it when he throws the football from punt formation. Now, you were a kicker and a punter in high school. Did you ever do that?
One time, threw to my man Tim Jones on a botched field goal attempt, hit him right in the numbers, and Jonesy just dropped him.
Oh, the poor guy. Well, we had a fake punt here, and this guy caught it, so I think he and his friends will be okay with that one.
And he loves his play call, right? He's been waiting for this one all week long.
Been had that arm loosened up ever since they got to the stadium.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Flushed out right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Being chased out left. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. 2 minutes to play, first half, it's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. Herbert on first down now. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. A gain of 6 there on first.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Back deep for the Patriots, Gunnar Olszewski. Fighting his way through contact. So we are at halftime here. Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Runs through the contact, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able.
He's got him in, complete, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Nelson Agholor with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots are back within a score.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Now Newton on 1st down. He's got it complete to Agholor. And he's brought down.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll run on 1st down. Michel broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Off play action. Newton steps away.
He'll let this go deep for Bourne.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Newton to throw. On the move to his left.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
And now Nick Folk, his career long, 56 yards. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not, it's not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Now it's Herbert. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the
From the 24, Herbert. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 7 there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. This is caught by Williams. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Bailey's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Kendrick Bourne, 78 yards. And the Patriots have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Folk. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Patriots 14. Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. Now, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got 0 benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. He's got Allen. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Second and 5 at the 13-yard line.
Herbert. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Herbert.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Agholor. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Running on first down, Agholor. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult to find a hole.
So this one's over. It's in the